Welcome. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and tonight we're going to look at October 2021. So we'll just take a quick glance. Let's look at the numerology first. October is the 10th month, therefore it is a 10 energy, and 1 plus 0 is a 1. So it's very much about planting those new seeds. The independence in you comes out, the trailblazer in you comes out. We move into a lighter energy under the 10. We get clarity, we get understanding. There's new beginnings, new starts, new chapters. And then we have 2021, which is a 5 energy. And we are learning this year how to incorporate laughter and fun and relaxation and joy back into our lives. How we make time for ourselves, how we create pockets of memories. It's about igniting your creativity. It's about bringing romance back into the relationship or having romance in your life, whether that's with another person or a passion, a desire. When we add that together, the 1 plus 5, we come to a 6. So October 2021 is a 6 energy. So we're looking at our health and our well-being. Changes that we can make. New directions we can take. Work, job, not necessarily career or passions, but work and our job. We're looking at those things. We're looking at our routines. We're looking at what belongs in our life and what doesn't. With the 6 energy, we're looking at, getting our ducks in a row, so to speak. Taking away the things that started getting into our routines that shouldn't be there in the first place. Whether it is a drain of your energy, your time, your resources. Getting back on track with certain things that you started once upon a time, but you lost the focus, you lost the drive. It's a very strong Libra energy kind of month. So it could be about relationships, a lot about relationships. Bringing in harmony. There could be compromise, so make sure that you do not give your power away in the compromise. You have to stand in your truth. You have to honor you. And compromises can be win-win, but how much do we give of ourselves? How much do we take from others? Is there a balance? Are there people that lean on you, that don't give back in any way, that don't help you move forward in any way, that doesn't make the here and now any better? What has value, what doesn't? The needs of yourself versus the needs of others. We'll have the new moon, I think it's in Libra. It's probably around the 6th, the 7th, somewhere in there. So there's our Libra energy, the new moon in Libra, setting the stage for us. We have Mercury retrograde happening in Libra. We have Mars in Libra. So there is a lot of Libra energy. So we are looking at the balance. We are trying to create beauty and harmony in our lives. And it's now when we'll make compromises. Now when we'll work on the relationships. And understanding the balance in our life and bringing our life more into balance. And maybe it is health and well-being that will do that for you. Maybe it is what you are currently doing in your job or your work, and doing something different or searching for a new avenue that you can express yourself more, because it is the 5 energy year that overrides all of this. At the end of the day, it's the 5 energy that rules for the yearly energy, and that is creating joy and happiness and giggles and laughter in your life. And so October is this month where we can plant seeds, new beginnings, new starts under this Libra new moon, of what we want to accomplish, of where we want to go, of setting some very practical boundaries. When we start off actually the month with like 6 planets in retrograde, so it's slow motion right now. It's a lot of thinking about the past rather than about the present, or the definitely not the future. Even though I've been kind of pushing you in that way, because a lot of the numerology does lean towards, hey, look at this. But with the planets in retrograde, so we're going to have a lot of energy shifts throughout the month, which will bring in clarity, understanding, knowledge, aha moments, epiphanies, revelations. Absolutely. By the time we leave the month, we will have only 2 planets in retrograde, so things will start to pick up. We'll start to get on track. We'll start moving forward in the way we want. So think long and hard about what seeds you want to plant, so that you can put those seeds in the ground, that you can nurture them into the maturity, into the reality that you want to see surrounding you, within you. Full moon will be around the 20th, and that'll be in Aries. And I think if we're going to have the revelations, it'll be then, of what we need to let go of what we need to move past, of what scars that we have within us that we need to release, to heal, to rebirth ourselves in some way, to let go of past hurt, pain, suffering, thoughts of what you couldn't do rather than what you can. Shall we turn to the cards? So I think Pluto goes direct, Saturn will go direct, Mercury will go direct, and Jupiter, I think, on the same day as Mercury. I think Pluto on the same day as the new moon. So there'll be a lot of energy shifts coming forward. And, Pluto, that's your inner warrior. And remember, the sun will be moving into Scorpio right after that full moon. So it's a lot about our primal energy, our courage, our strength, planting the seeds for our new beginnings. We have backed it up to realize through this retrograde, and I think it went retrograde in April, sometime in April, and we have been discovering our inner warrior, our courage, our strength, our belief in ourselves. And now it's time to plant the seeds for the new beginnings, the new starts, where we want to be strong, successful, capable in our lives going forward. Saturn, our obligations, our responsibilities in the world, our jobs, our communities, our families, and also to ourselves. Meeting our responsibilities, understanding what we truly have to own, and taking ownership and running with it. Jupiter, the expansion of friendships and communities and happiness and joy, really. Bringing in the unique in your life, the new in your life. And Mercury, being able to express your needs, your wants, your desires, your expectations in relationships, in environments. Of understanding the true balance that is unique to you. Your sense of balance and my sense of balance can be like night and day. Okay, this deck doesn't want to cut. The Page of Wands. Look at this, the Page of Wands. We have this stark landscape. So anything goes here. We can put nothing's in our way. So we pause, we meditate, we pray, we contemplate our steps forward, where we want to go, what we want to do, what we want to create, what we want to manifest, what we want our reality to look like going forward. We're writing the narrative here. We're writing the script for our tomorrow. And it can be anything. The Hangman. And we're not going to act quickly. We're not going to jump into things. We're going to think it through. We're going to be in the now. We're going to understand where we need to surrender. That it's not worth the argument. It's not worth the fight. We don't want to win the fight. We want to win the war. We want to be successful at the end of the day. So some things just aren't worth your focus, your energy, especially if it's somebody else's drama. This is tapping into our emotions and understanding what we need to let go of, what we need to release. This is being in the moment, being in the now. Tomorrow isn't here yet and yesterday is gone. The here and now. We're not struggling here. We're thinking things through. The Eight of Cups. We realize that in order to step into some new beginnings, we have to give up some happy nows. If you want a promotion, you know, you're going to the 4th floor. You were at the 2nd floor. You loved everybody on the 2nd floor. You have a relationship with them. They're like family. You see them every day. You probably see them sometimes more than you see your actual family. Now you're moving to the 4th floor. It's going to be great. It's going to be more money, and you'll be able to show your talents and grow. But you have to leave everybody behind that you love and care for. And it may not be that dramatic, but there's something that you like, but you know it's not good for you, or you know that it's going to staying there will hold you back from your tomorrow, and you can't have your tomorrow until you let go. So this is taking a risk on you, yourself, the belief in you. Understanding your power. You know, that Pluto going direct. Understanding your power, your strength. Having the courage to take that first step. But we have to think long and hard. The 7 of Cups. You know, the 7 of Cups showed up the other day. And it hadn't shown up in a while. And look at it's back. So we'll see how many times we see this card in October. The 7 of Cups is telling us to really think it through. Once we choose that cup, we can't just say, nah, I changed my mind. There's no refund. There's no return policy. It's yours. Final sale. So when you choose your path, you're going to be walking that path. And if you choose to quickly, you might just make the wrong decision. Mercury is in retrograde, and usually Mercury will reveal a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of knowledge to us that we didn't know. And if we agree too quickly to something or say no to something too quickly, what's going to happen is we're going to miss the opportunity. Or we're going to be in a place that we didn't think we signed up for, but we did. And here we are. So it's about looking at the possibilities, but taking your time. And with the Libra energy so strong throughout the month, it really is going to be a challenge to make a true decision anyways. The energy itself makes us look at all the sides, all the arguments, the good, the bad, the ugly, in order to really make a final choice. But when you make a decision under that Libra energy and using the energy effective, you never have to look back on your decision. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that was the best step forward for you. One more card. Look at this. The High Priestess comes out. The high priestesses understand, realize the magic in you. Plant those seeds. Start those new beginnings. You hold the magic. And the more you believe that you have that magic, the more it will actually materialize things for you in your life. And I don't mean you're going to wave a wand or anything like that, but you start to know that it's there for you. And once you know it's there, you walk into it. I know that's seems, but scientists have proven that this actually does work. So really focus on your magic, your talents, your abilities. Have the belief in yourself and know that God, your angels, your spirit guides are around you to help you blossom that talent, that ability, that unique you in where you want to go and what you want to create and what you want to step into. This card essentially says, sit in quiet contemplation and look within and see the magic that is already in you, that you already have ownership of. You know, there isn't some kind of divine energy we're trying to reach to. We already have that great connection. We already own that connection. It's finding out how to utilize it. So sit in quiet contemplation. Imagine what you want to happen in your world. And of course we have to roll up our sleeves, put pen to the paper, get to work. Start working towards it. It's just not going to magically appear. That's no part of the manifestation process whatsoever. You show, hey, I'm in this. I'm going to put my focus on this. I'm going to work diligently. I know it's around the corner if I just do it consistently. So we're looking at things that we haven't been consistent in our life up till now. That was yesterday. Tomorrow's another day. And we're planting the seeds of stepping in new ways, in new directions. So it could be our behaviors, our habits that we've allowed in our life that we know we would be better without. But we keep them around and we use our excuses. See the magic within you. Okay, let's get a mantra card for the month of October. So yeah, some major energy shifts are happening. So start thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do, what seeds you want to plant. And know that you have a better understanding of the warrior within you, the strength, the courage within you. The dolphin, don't worry, be happy. Well, there's the 5 energy for you. It's about creating joy and happiness and laughter in your life. And the more you do that, the more you raise your vibration. The more you raise your vibration, the sooner things start coming your way. You ever see that? People get on a roll and then they stumble once and they stop rolling. And that happens to us all in some small way or some large way. So all we have to do is figure out how to keep on rolling even when the times are hard. I don't know where that came from. Dolphin, don't worry. Be happy. Let's see what the book has to say for dolphin. Create joy, create happiness. I had someone come at me the other day at work and boy, they wanted to fight. And I just wouldn't give them the satisfaction. I just smiled and they'd come back at me and I'd smile. And they eventually decided to go and try and find somebody who would partake in their energy. I wouldn't. The dolphin has the spiritual ability to uplift your spirits with a friendly, playful nature. Escape from the stress of life by being more relaxed, doing more of what you enjoy, pursue your creative passions, use your energy in a productive way. Try not to worry about issues that you have no control over. So that's the Hangman, letting go of what you don't have control over. And giving up your control in areas of your life. I always say that I am glad to give up the control of taking out the garbage. I am so good with not having the control of that it's somebody else's responsibility. So don't always look at it as something that you're giving away that you really want, because if you really want it, of course you're going to keep it. But what you really don't want, what hinders you, what pulls you back, what weighs you down, what takes away your time, your energy, your resources, those things are the things that we'll be looking at. Worrying can become a habit. So take a more relaxed and laid back attitude to conquer your stress and become more calm and content. The mantra is, I love to be playful and I let go of worry. I love to be playful and I let go of worry. Okay, we'll get the animals out here. So yes, we got to keep the yearly energy in mind, which is creating happiness and joy in our life on a regular basis, of slowing down, putting on the brakes a little bit. We're so busy. We're all so much in a hurry, even when we're not. And I think Mars is very strong. Dylan's talking. Mars is very strong in October as well. I think from the 7th on, something happens with Mars and the energy is just intense. And Mars can make us a little snippy, a little anxious. It can provoke arguments. We can get annoyed a little easier, but we just want to do and we want to go and we want to, maybe it's with the sun. Could be. So Mars is our warrior. We want to do, we want to create, we want to. Now Mars is in Libra, so we want to win those arguments, but we want to win them with style. So we could make a spectacle. We could have that outburst. So we want to be mindful of that and use the energy constructively and focus our attention, maybe through exercise even, doing a project, turning your focus and your energy in that direction and using Mars to create beauty and harmony in your life. Okay. I think it was the robin. I think I saw the red breast of the robin. Oh, look at this. The hummingbird comes out crystal clear. So yes, the clarity, the understanding, as the planets start to move direct, we will have those epiphanies, those aha moments, that revelation, that knowing, that understanding will come in throughout the month. So don't worry if you don't understand, you don't have a complete picture. There's a whole bunch of gray areas. Don't worry, because as the sun moves into Scorpio, we'll be taking care of all those gray areas, okay? So for most of the month, relax. Don't worry about it. The energy is coming to worry about it. So no sense in worrying. Be happy. Don't worry. Okay, let's go to the hummingbird here. And the hummingbird is all about goals, positivity, happiness, hover, and clarity. As you become more clear about who you really are, you are better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. Hummingbird tells you that it's essential to have crystal clear and concrete goals before taking action. Write down exactly what you want to achieve, your plans, your ultimate goal. You should be clear about your action steps in order to reach your goal. It is then you can see with clarity how you can reach your goal, and that will motivate you to do so. A positive attitude is a prerequisite if you wish to live a fulfilled life. It's when you believe in yourself, you set a vision and put wings on your dreams, that your life begins to feel purposeful. Hummingbird, isn't it amazing how it just kind of all goes together? Hummingbird is filled with magic and love and wants you to know that not everything is supposed to make sense. You'll feel happier, loved, motivated if you allow yourself to focus on the good in your life and all around you rather than looking at the negative, rather than looking at the bad. Hummingbirds can do what most birds can't. They hover. So take a lesson from their abilities. Hover over your issues before making any drastic decision. We talked extensively about that. Find like-minded and positive people to engage with. This is a good way to motivate yourself. And we're going to do a Journey of Love card because it's been calling out to me. The whole time I was sitting here, the deck kept saying, don't forget us. So for some reason, I don't think I have been doing a Journey of Love card. Maybe I have. I'll have to look back at the past videos and find out for you. Maybe you can tell me. We have Fire and Ice, 37. So there we go. 3 plus 7 is the 10 energy. 3 is all about planting the seeds. 7 is about standing in your truth. We talked about all that energy already. 3 plus 7 is a 10 energy, which is October, the 10 month. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So it's a 1 energy that we are looking at here. Fire and Ice. I don't even think I mentioned the full moon in Aries, did I? So the I am comes out and we really understand what we need to walk away from. And we're good with it. We have the confidence. We have the understanding. So a lot of October is about understanding what seeds we're going to be planting. It's not necessarily about planting the seeds. It's about realizing our potential, our true potential. Imagine it. See yourself. The star role of your narrative. Okay, let's get to, I can't do what the author did here, any kind of justice. So I read from the book for this one if you don't usually watch me, but it is usually worth the read. We'll start with the poem, which is at the end of each write-up. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. I just noticed that was on page 88. So we got that 8 energy happening, our strength, our courage, our integrity. You're learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler or just let go of the conflict and the complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigors of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you requires a willingness to stand at the center of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other, that they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and to simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient, wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into the divine creation continues to unfold through you. As a master of this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now, You do not need to engage in it. Simply be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it's not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this. Have patience. Anybody else got goosebumps? All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision until you have simple clarity in your heart. Beyond the pushing away and the pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act what feels truthful to you. So it's about looking within our surroundings, our understanding of the true balance that we want to bring in, the beauty we want to bring in, the relationships we want to build, and also the compromises, the sacrifices that we need to make in order to make that a reality. We're ready to plant those seeds. And what will the end result look like? What will that fruit, once it's mature, look like? That flower, that beauty, that tomorrow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.